You take 3 steps forward and then 4 steps backward, cumulatively moving in the backward direction, your direction. How do you think you could tackle something like this? Don't listen to her. She's nasty. Give it a shot. No one in the world has succeeded without trying. Oh, right. I'm nasty. Just make a fool of yourself. Go ahead. Take a chance. Look at them. Look at yourself. You think you can really pull off something like that? Please, give it a chance. Try. For once. Ladies and gentlemen, those two voices would constantly play in my head whenever I would take up a new task, nagging me persistently, making me uncomfortable and self-conscious until I decided to become nonchalant. It was a year back when I took this decision. I must confess that even today, these voices continue to ring in my head, but now I have distanced myself from their bickering. Good evening, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
How many of you here have been victim to this 4-lettered monster, fear? Quite a few of you, I see. Some of us fear examinations, some fear public speaking, some fear judgment, some fear failure. Essentially, each one of us have lived through this emotion in our own specific manner, contingent on our own circumstances. And some of you, like me, may have had to tackle these dual voices playing in your head. Your dark side trying to take precedence over your true inner self. Let me acquaint you today with my top 3 reasons as to why we experience fear. To ignite in all of you a warrior, which would help you knock off this monster. Let's rewind a bit and go back to the day when my board examination schedule was out. And everyone was jumping with joy as though India beat Pakistan in an ODI. But the real reason was that we had 20 days gap before our mathematics examination. Amongst all of them, I stood there frowning. Not because I was a master at mathematics and would have to wait for 20 odd days, but because I'm a master procrastinator. You see, it didn't matter whether it was 20 days or 200 days or 2,000 days. I knew I would study for the last 2 days. This brings me to the first cause of fear: undue delay, procrastination. So what do we do about it? Well, first recognize your procrastination. What is it that is stopping you from moving forward? And then, put on your Nike shoes and just do it. The second reason as to why we experience fear is that we set these big, hairy goals and wait for magic to happen. I know we've all been told dreams are not big enough if they don't scare you. But the real interpretation of this is that let fear act as your true friend. Let it compel you to the point when you start believing in your own self. Take the example of this lady who started her business back in 1978 with a mere 10,000 rupees in her garage. She ventured into the field of biotechnology, which was unheard of at that time, and certainly a daunting choice for any woman. Her big hairy goal was to transform this business into a world-class biotechnology enterprise. Imagine the extent of her fear when she was mistaken as an ordinary secretary rather than the managing director as she first set out to hire people. Yet, she did not let fear take control of her. She kept working day in and out, taking little steps to perfect the nuances of her industry. She kept moving even though her vision was not clear. And after almost 4 decades, 39 years, Mrs. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw has established Biocon India as Asia's premier biopharmaceutical company. What I wish to convey here is that instead of waiting for some cosmic shift to happen, take little steps, move towards your goal. Celebrate the accomplishments, let them act as stepping stones. And gradually, somewhere in the midst of this ascent, you shall scale the summit. Achieve your big, hairy goal. The third reason as to why we experience fear is the undue focus on the judgment of others. Friends, the day you go from, "This is going to change my life for better," to, "I don't know what would he or she think about me," you've most certainly sunk your chances of moving forward. On that day, the laptop screen displayed my name on the list of one of India's top-notch colleges at Delhi, SRCC. And I did not go. Yes, I gave up the golden chance. And many of my friends came up to me asking, "Why, Priyanka? How could you do something so foolish?" I kept thinking about it over and over and over again, till I had paralyzed myself with this analysis and came to a conclusion. How could they judge me? They weren't even aware of my circumstances. Do I care for their judgment? Well, certainly not. I simply shrugged off their judgment and forged ahead. To summarize whatever I've mentioned right now, do not procrastinate. Just do it. Because courage is fear walking. The next thing is break your big, hairy goal into small, doable tasks. Celebrate the little victories which come your way. And soon, this big, hairy goal will transform into something achievable. Lastly, do not take the judgment of others with a pinch of salt. Rather, take it with a fistful of salt. Once you go back home tonight, sit back comfortably, close your eyes, and ask yourself this one question. What would I have done if I were not afraid? And do just that.